Yo, what's up guys? Unicron the Destroyer here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Age of the Primes Combaticon Vortex. This is number 1 of 5 in the Bruticus set, technically a teaser because they are going to re-release this guy at the beginning of next year with the rest of them. I do like how they gave us art of his robot mode and alt mode in the front. On the side, we have some art of Bruticus, which really has me hyped for it. I like how they did that. Again, more of the 1 of 5 stuff. On the back, we can see some more actual physical shots, not just like artwork of him and his alt mode. 19 steps, not too bad for a deluxe. Again, with the 1 of 5, they really want you to know that. And then just some art on the side, till all are one, which is really cool. And then on the top, it just says Takara and his name again, and faction technically, and legal stuff on the bottom. So now let's take a look at the actual figure. All right, guys, here we have Vortex out of the packaging, and first impressions, this dude just looks awesome. He's honestly low-key what I would expect for like a G1-esque blackout. He's got the rotor blade on the back, which you can remove. I just like to keep like this. The whole paint scheme looks cool. I love the head sculpt with just like the red visor and battle mask. These two guns on his forearms are removable, so you can take them off and put them wherever. I just personally like to keep them on though because of these. Which brings us to actually my only real gripe about this figure is his like helicopter bits hanging off his arms. Are kind of like, they don't tab anywhere, so it just looks awkward. You can kind of just like fold them up to the back if you want. I try to like fold them as far forward as I can, but leave the guns in there to keep them from like getting in the way and pegging in. I have seen some people just straight up remove it. Personally, I don't like removing bits from my figures just because, I don't know, I just don't like how it looks half the time. It does look pretty cool without it though. Rotor is removable, but his accessories consist of 2 arm blasters, the 1 regular gun, and the rotor's packaged separately. And you can take it off if you want. I prefer to keep it in place. Rotor and all that, but paint overall looks amazing, like a nice flat gray silver. Oh, it looks like I have a little marbling on my copy, but low-key it looks like a battle scar, so I kind of like that. Like on his right, no, technically left thing. These booster things can move 360. I don't think they can come out. They probably can. I'm not gonna try it. But for articulation, you got ball joint at the head. You can get a 360 out of that easily. Arms can do a full 360, go this far out, has bicep swivel, can go all the way around. Elbow joint, no wrist articulation, unfortunately. Waist is pretty good. Get a full 360 out of that too. He's very posable. Get your legs this far forward and pretty much the same amount back. Get that arm out of the way. Looks pretty nice. And then all the way out to the side, thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and then a really, really nice ankle tilt. So you can pull off some pretty sick poses with all this articulation, which brings us to the next segment. So yeah, let's take a look at this guy in some poses. Alright guys, here we have Vortex in his vehicle mode, and even though it's not accurate, I think this thing just looks really cool. This definitely gives me that blackout vibe I was talking about earlier. He taps together pretty simple, not too hard to put together, at least for me, and if I can do it, you guys definitely can. Rotor is technically parts forming. You don't have to take it off, but it is easier to transform it like that. He taps together pretty nicely though. I think I just said that. This moves up and down a little bit. Weapon storage though on this guy is pretty good in my opinion. So you can take these two and port them on the bottom if you want. That looks pretty cool. And then you can take his like other gun, and then you'll notice there's like ports on either side. So and there's like tabs in the front, so you could do either side. I see a lot of people doing the right side though, so Tap that in, move these guys back into place. And it more or less works really well. And there you have like him all weaponized up. If you want, you could put this one down on the back side here. I think that personally looks a little less cool than like all the guns on the front, but it does kind of get in the way of whichever side you have that one on. But overall, it's a really nice looking vehicle mode. And yeah, very swooshable. Still rotates, and so does the back one, just not as well. But yeah, there's all that. So and he does have a piece of landing gear, although it doesn't really do anything because of if you have the guns on, it kind of just sits back. But now that we have a look at that, let's get him back into robot mode and check out some size comparisons. Alright guys, here we have Vortex back in his robot mode for size comparisons. So first off, we have the ground soldier from the new Target Devastation 2-pack. So, although Bruticus was not in Age of Devastation, they scale pretty well. For deluxes, they're both relative height. Vortex is slightly taller. Side to side, or back to back, side to side, front to front. Not too bad overall. Next up, we have the new Perceptor from the Target 2-packs. I think I have his heel flipped out. The More Than Meets the Eye collection. Pretty tall for a deluxe. Hang on, let me get this gun anyway. So front to front, side to side, and back to back. I don't know who I'm doing next though for the video. And then, or for the next video. Then we have Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Hang on, his gun fell out of his hand. Right here. This is a commander class, but leader class size, so anyways, he's about twice as big, so that's side to side, front to front, and back to back. Next up, we have a figure I've been waiting for a very long time. This might be the next video. Studio Series 86 Megatron. Yes, this is an upgrade cannon. And yes, he is immaculate. That's my opinion. But front to front, side to side, back to back, still about half the size. I just love everything about this guy, but video's not about him. Video's not about him. And then last but certainly not least, for our final size comparison, we have Studio Series 86 Devastator. I'm gonna have to back the camera up a little bit though. Yeah, he's pretty big. So, since he's so big, we're gonna make him hold Vortex. I got it to work earlier in a photo I did. I don't know if anybody saw that video. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for a second. I don't know if anybody saw that post I made between Devastator, I think it was Devastator holding Vortex and Perceptor. But yeah, that's Pete, just plain and simple. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what figures you want to see reviewed next, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.